Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another unboxing video, and this time it is Lillian Axe Volume 1 Resurrection. Before I talk about the band, let's have a look inside the box. This is Lillian Axe, the box, Volume 1 Resurrection, and this is from the Global Rock Records label, part of Cherry Red, and contains 7 CDs, and I know already there is going to be a Volume 2. And inside, I'm going to do the albums first of all. There's the first one, Poetic Justice, which I have to say is not my favourite rock art of all time, but the music's great, but I'll talk about the music in more depth in my summary. Psychoschizophrenia. So you've got lots of bonus tracks, and the artwork, these are all single sleeves, live 2002. And so the artwork is obviously has been shrunk to fit onto the back of these CD sleeves. And there's the second part of the live album, Waters Rising from 2007. They've all got bonus tracks, Sad Day on Planet Earth, and Steve Blai's Random Acts of Blindness. And we've also got the booklet as well, which gives you a little bit of information from Steve himself, talking about the box set, how it came together, the rationale behind it, etc. And as I said, there's going to be another one. And then you've got the tracks and credits for all of the CDs in turn. As I say, there's lots and lots of bonus tracks on this. Picture of the band in the middle, all the credits, etc., and a picture of the band at the back. So that's Lillian Axe, Volume 1, Resurrection. So that's Lillian Axe, the box, Volume 1, because there is a Volume 2 coming along. And as you saw when I went through the unboxing, this was the first album cover. I have bought many albums just on the basis of an album cover. Something I've never heard of, wasn't sure what the music was like. If I liked the cover, I just took a chance on it. Equally, sometimes the complete opposite happened. And I remember seeing this, and what happened was I just thought, nah, and I never bought it. I never went near this band. I'd made an assumption, I'd made an opinion based on a picture and thought, God, this is at the time when I was thinking, rock music was becoming almost like a photocopy of itself, with all the bands looking the same clothes, the same hair, the same guitar sounds. And I just thought, oh, here we go again. I thought, I'm not going near that. I recently reviewed Impellitteri, another band that actually didn't have bad album covers, but again, because it came out in this kind of like saturation of similar sounding rock bands, as I thought, and was wrong, I missed out on. The whole of the 90s was a kind of rock desert when some wonderful bands were hiding in plain sight. This was one of them, and Lillian Axe were another. So I took a chance on this, and a bit like the Impellitteri, probably even more with Lillian Axe, especially the earlier albums, I just kept thinking, my smile on my face got bigger and bigger. I just thought, I can't believe I've missed out on this. Whereas Impellitteri are very like metal, shredding, and that kind of thing. Lillian Axe are very melodic. There's lots of ballads, singer-songwriting. There's lots of kind of leanings towards Alice in Chains in places. There's a bit of influence obviously from the 90s, but there's lots of rock and roll. There's lots of great guitar sound, great soloing. Steve Blai is the brain behind this band, and I've absolutely loved it. I'm going to read a bit from the booklet, actually, because the booklet has a nice little essay from Steve at the start, and you've got all the tracks. There's so many bonus tracks on this as well. And Steve says, one of the greatest blessings given to us is the ability to create and share with others and the universe. I believe God grants us, each one of us, as many special talents and abilities, yet we may live our entire lifetime without even realising what our special gift is. when we actually discover a particular strength unique to us, it's up to us to cultivate and nurture that talent to the best of our ability. We have given our life to our thoughts and emotions and feelings, and this can never be erased in what we've done here. And what that made me think is that whatever any of us do in life, do for a job, or there are certain things that will live on that we don't expect. For me, it might be some of these YouTube videos or some random single I released in the early 80s. And I think what Steve is saying is correct. Whatever these musicians do, these albums live on. They are set in time, but they're here for all of us now to explore. And that's what I enjoy the most about the fact that I can discover, to me, new music to me. And I know lots of people in the Now Spinning Magazine Facebook group are going to say, oh, Lillian Axe, yeah, I went to see them last year or whatever, and they were fantastic, brilliant band. Where have you been, Phil? I don't know, but I'm arriving now. I'm arriving at a station near you, and this is just superb. I've got to point out some of the things. I just have. There's that one for a start. Ignore the artwork. Perhaps some of you really like it, but it's just great. But the highlights to me, this double live album, unbelievable. There's lots of metal and stuff on this, but there's also lots of great balladry and wonderful songs and choruses and stuff. There's lots of acoustic stuff as well. Sad Day, Planet Earth, and the last one are quite aggressive and angry albums, Waters Rising, 2009 and 2007. But this one, which is called Psychoschizophrenia from 1993, is also one of my favourite albums. There's some wonderful songs in here. It's really uplifting. It's really, and you know, don't you? I am drawn now towards music that lifts my spirits and makes me feel good, that makes me want to punch the air and put my hands on my hips and strike a rock and roll pose. And this stuff does. There's lots of unreleased demos, and the demos sound great. And you also get Steve Blaze's Random Acts of Blindness solo album, which is a box of chocolates of different flavours and different things. There is, I think it could be Thought Patterns, which is Steve shredding like a shredder. Some absolutely mind-melting guitar playing on it. But equally, then it follows on with something completely different. And I think this is where this band was being a surprise. Impellitteri are a fantastic metal band. This is a band with lots of different sides to them. And I just thought they were another hair metal type band. They're not. And they've obviously traversed their way through 1992 to 2004 in this set, and I'm definitely going to get the next volume. I've really, really enjoyed it. In fact, as I was playing it for the first time, I think I'd got to CD 5, and I was writing onto the Facebook group saying, I cannot believe that I've missed out on this band. And I know we need to put focus on new rock bands coming forwards, but the 90s, it was just so hard to discover new music in the 90s. Well, it was for me. Tell me what it was for you, but in the 90s there were no rock magazines, it wasn't on the telly, it wasn't on the radio, it was hidden. And this was one of those bands, Lillian Axe, The Box, Volume 1, Resurrection. Stream some stuff, first 2 albums, ignore the artwork, it's only that first one, but I love it, absolutely love it. Out on Global Rock Records, part of Cherry Red. It's out now and it's awesome. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Please subscribe, become a Patreon or YouTube member, or you can buy me a coffee at Ko-fi. Take care, keep spinning those discs, and I shall see you all very, very soon.